So we're doing this testimonial today. You guys were cleared to close, I believe, yesterday, right, Kayla?
Yes.
Yesterday. And your closing date isn't until the 8th. So the final steps are we've got all the hard stuff out of the way. We're cleared to close. All we're having to do now is send the figures out to the attorney, which I believe they may have done that already. Balance the CD, and you have your final number. It should be in plenty of time before closing. But I wanted to get you guys on here now because once you close, then you're gonna be so busy trying to coordinate your moving and all that good stuff. So, number one, how do you guys feel?
I feel good. I feel happy, relieved.
Good. Now, you guys, how long have you guys been married?
A year.
So you guys been married a year, and you, Mrs. Steiger, you already owned a home prior to, correct?
No, Jasmine, Jasmine owned a home prior to.
Oh, I was saying Mrs. Steiger. So Miss Steiger had a home already, but this is your first time, right, David?
Yes, this is my first home.
So how does it feel as a team to now have to pretty soon here to have two properties in your under the control of the two of you? Some couples would never own a home at all, and now you guys are going to own two.
Yeah, it's exciting. A dream come true, really. I always wanted a home. It's something I've always dreamed of. Yeah, it's like really exciting. When I seen the email saying, final closing, that was more like a teardrop down my eye. Just okay, now we're at the end of the road. Finally have the family close by. Yeah, so I was excited to see that.
That's good. That's good. So, Jazz, Mrs. Steiger, what are you guys? What are your plans for the other home? You guys going to turn it into a rental?
Yes, that is the plan, is to turn it into a rental to offset expenses for the other home.
Good. So you guys have a plan. Okay, so what made you guys decide that now is the time for purchasing another home? Why now? Either of you.
Jasmine?
Okay, well, now's the time because my husband had received orders to be stationed somewhere else. And in order to keep the family together, we needed another home that can accommodate everybody in some place permanent that we don't have to look forward to being there temporary. So that's the reason why we chose now as a time to get another home and also to utilize the VA benefits.
Okay, good. And you guys do know that if for some reason he PCS somewhere else, you can turn this home into a rental. He can use his VA again.
Jasmine.
Miss Steiger.
Okay.
Miss Steiger, you have you are a real estate agent, right?
Yes, in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are doing something similar to what I have done, my wife and I have done, and also what Kayla and her husband has done. Because they were in Colorado and they turned. Did you sell that place in Colorado, Kayla?
No, it's a rental.
Turned that into a rental. They got a rental there. They got a couple of them. So yeah, I call it house hopping.
Yeah, we're trying to build our portfolio like y'all.
Yes, build that portfolio up because it's a great supplement to your retirement. Absolutely. Okay, so how's your military service experience shape your goals in buying a home? I know it played one part, you get the VA benefit, but anything particular?
More so just put a little more emphasis on us getting, being able to get the home out here to use the benefits, to, diversify our portfolio, so that we will, can grow. I guess the whole thing for me was to join the military to be able to use the benefits so that, we can leave the kids something. Our goal is we got 5 kids to leave a house per kid and then our dream house, that way they don't have to fight over who get what when, we go.
Right.
Whatever. So, yeah, I think it shaped it in a very positive way. It actually turned me into the person I've become, today. So, yeah, it shaped me well.
Good. What challenges have you faced with your credit and that you were able to overcome in working with our team?
A lot. Working with your team and Mrs. Steiger, I was able to overcome a lot with my credit. The fact that I didn't think I was going to be able to utilize the VA loan because a lot of the minimum credit things and then getting with you all and Jasmine doing a lot of the legwork with credit remove stuff, move stuff, pay this off, and you know, you guys' guidance into what, you know, we needed to focus on. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. You know, prior to me starting this process, I didn't think that's why I never could get it to where I wanted to, because I messed it up. And then now I'm here and seeing how, you know, her steps and how she moved and how you guys guided us, it made it seamlessly easy.
One thing that really stood out to me is that you referenced your wife and how you guys work together, and she in this instance, she was able to kind of like provide, you know, some leadership there as it relates to the credit. So as a team, there's a reason why they say 2 send 10,000 to flight, and you guys actually worked that. That was a good one. I want people to definitely take that away, because a lot of times with men, they feel like they have to do everything on their own. I was like, well, what's the point of having to help me if you're gonna do it all on your own? That defeats the whole purpose. So,
it does.
Yes,
it doesn't. And then my wife, she hates when I say this, but she's my secretary. She takes care of, I mean, everything you can think of when it comes to, like, if it's something that needs to be done, she's gonna get it done. I'm the same. I'll get it done, but I'm more of I'll get the more manual labor stuff done, and she's the, you know, the backyard. She's making sure all the numbers are adding up, and making sure that I'm on the right path on those things too. So yeah,
that's really good. That's really good. Hell, I started forgetting what my account numbers were. So on my accounts, my wife would do all that. I go to the doctor. I don't know. They ask me a question. I look at her. So there's a natural divide in duties into a home, and it's not always necessarily the guy and the girl. A lot of it is they're just, sometimes it's unspoken. There are a lot of duties that are divided just naturally between the two, just based on strengths, weaknesses, and time. Sometimes you just have, like, there was a time when my wife was in a unit. We were both military, and she would go to the field for like 60 days, 90 days, and I wouldn't. So our son didn't really know her. And she came back from a field problem, and he just ran and grabbed my leg, like, who is this? And she was crushed. Sometimes the divide is just a matter of timing, who can do what. But you're always working as a team. That's what it's all about. What's the biggest thing you wish you knew earlier about VA loan benefits, if there's any? Any benefits that you wish you would have known earlier?
Just really how easy it is. It's not as complicated as, you know, we like to make things when we're trying to sell a product, right? Mm-hmm. We make it, you know, easy to get you in here, but then when we get you in here, it's going to be, you need to do all of these like hard things. But I would say being, you know, as simple and easy as it is, and then having, you know, you all in the background guiding us, that coach and mentor in the background was amazing. So yeah.
Now let me jump in there and clean up just a little bit, because easy is relative. We do guide, and there are times where Cato has to be a forensic accountant to help people kind of get things that they really should already have in place.
Correct.
You know, Jasmine was really good with getting documents, because there were things that we got back from the underwriter at the 9th hour asking us for stuff that didn't ask us to ask on the front end, and she was able to respond timely. Mm-hmm. That's a testament to one's organizational skills and how one manages their house when it comes to the administrative side of things at home. So for those of you who are watching this, if your administration skills aren't up to par, or if your house really isn't in order at home, we can ask you for things that may be easy for like the Steigers, but may be extremely difficult for the Joneses. Don't let it deter you if you find that the process is more grueling. Learn from it, so that way if you ever find yourself in a process that's paperwork intense, you can fulfill these things, and then they would then become easier. But her being able to send things over timely was a big help. Sometimes we'll need a bank statement from someone, and they have to physically go to the bank. That means you got to take off work, go to the bank, because they never want to take the time to do online banking and have a passcode, or they got some internet bank that don't do statements. So depending on your circumstance, it could be more challenging. But just as we were taught in the military, embrace the suck and then learn from it, put a process in place so that moving forward, if you find yourself in a paperwork intense environment, it will be easy.
If I could just tack on to that as well, I like that you felt that it was easy or easier than you thought it was going to be. I think to just tack on to everything that you said, it does go to how you listen to what we're saying that we need and how quickly you're able to obtain and get it to us. Because overall, the amount of documentation and what we asked for truly doesn't differ from most other people. You know, most of those documents and the information we request is across the board. It's something we request from anyone. Allowing us, giving us asking you for what we needed. And if you weren't sure, or like if Jasmine was like, look, you know, what exactly is going on here? What are we doing? Where are we at? That communication, I think it did help to just, you know, we sprayed some WD-40 on it. Everything was still pushing through. It was still a big thing we're doing, and all this information that we're pushing through. But it did help to kind of ease it all around. And you guys were on top of it and extremely communicative, so that we didn't have any breakdown in communication, which helps a lot on our side, because there's a lot of people on our team, and in the background, sometimes we got too many cooks in the kitchen and everyone's standing at the stove.
Yep.
But it really does allow us to just get it done quickly.
There are roughly 28 to 29 people that touch your loan. You communicate with us, but there's about 28, 29 people, and sometimes they may not see something until the 9th hour. They're not going to chalk it up like we're at Walgreens and say, well, don't worry about it. No, because there's compliance and all these rules that can get the company fined by hundreds of millions. So they're going to, if they catch it late, they're still going to require it. And they're not going to say, well, I don't want to upset the company. They're going to ask for it anyway. We're just the people that got to deliver it, and we're the face that gets kicked. But your wife being composed and being able to ask questions about things that she didn't understand, and then we then give her an answer so she can fulfill it, therein lies the butter right there. Because some people allow themselves to get so frustrated that they can't even formulate the question.
Yes.
You know, and it makes the process more grueling. If you think we want to ask for all that stuff, you'd be mistaken. We'd love to just ask you for one thing and go on and keep it moving. Okay, so what are your long-term plans, and how does this home fit in your post-military life? Like, what are your long-term plans with this purchase?
Well, it all depends on how long I have to stay here. If I get a new command at a different duty station somewhere on the other coast, if that's the case, then we'll rental property. We'll use it as that. If we stay here, we'll probably stay here in this home for some time, and we may upgrade into another one. It's just all depending on, you know, what me and Jasmine can agree on and what we see fit in our budget, you know, moving forward. I think that's pretty much it. Just depending on what side of the grass we fall on with my military service.
That's good, man. That's really good. I love your response to that. Jasmine, do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I think he said it perfectly. The goal is to, I guess, maximize and profit from the property. So whatever that may be, if we have another COVID situation, if that means we can double, triple what we purchased the home for, hey, we win. Okay.
So what support do you feel other veteran home buyers will need that isn't talked about enough?
I think that homebuyer workshops are very important with starting the process. I think it's sometimes underestimated about how long the home buying process can take. It's not a 30-day, 45-day process. It's the process that you have to take to initiate, to start it, to know where your starting point is with your credit and everything that's on your credit report. So I think a lot of people would benefit from that process, so they can know if they are going in to meet the VA standards and requirements that's on their credit report, and then proceed from there.
Okay. And
yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. Last two things. If you could share one piece of advice with fellow veterans starting their journey or active duty service people, what advice would you give them?
Have all your documents together. Have your documents together when, you know, like you all ask for, your company asks for things, try and get them timely, get them in quicker. The sooner you get those documents in, the quicker the process can get closer to the end. That way you can live on and move into your home, or, you know, whatever you're doing. And once it get a little tough and you're looking for those things, or, you know, maybe your credit's frustrating you, don't give up. Just keep going. Keep jabbing at it, because the little jabs may not seem like they matter, but it makes a big difference in the end.
It does.
So yeah.
Okay, so in closing, before I go to closing, Taylor, Jasmine, anything you want to add?
Yes, I want to add to that. I want to say being a service member, whether you're active duty or you're a veteran, you are awarded benefits for a reason. Utilize those benefits. There is no question that is too small or that is dumb or minute. Ask a professional, get the answers, and they will support and guide you. And Kayla and Dee and Mindy were all awesome. And I recommend Mortgage Solutions working with Dee and his team.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. Kayla, anything you want to add?
I think I have a question specifically for you, Jazz. As someone on the agent side, you do sometimes get clients that may start reaching out to look at a home before they've been pre-approved or pre-qualified. What would your advice be for those people, for those types of clients?
I would see that they dream in a way, that they're putting the carriage before the horse. And so at least they have an idea, and now they need to get some type of concrete foundation of what they can work with in order to get the carriage that they're looking for. And with that, I mean, working with a mortgage lender after that or prior to, and so that they can be qualified, fully qualified. Sometimes pre-qualified may not get them the resolution that they're looking for it to close because there may be some things that falls through the cracks. So getting fully qualified to be able to purchase a home, that's what I would recommend when it comes to people that are looking for a home.
That's great. So in closing, I do appreciate you guys. What I love most about this whole process is watching the two of you, David and Jasmine, work together and bounce things off each other. I guarantee, I would put money that your parents love him and vice versa. Is that the case? You guys have in-laws, not outlaws, right?
For the most part, yeah, I would say yes, definitely.
That's really good, man. You guys have a good, you have really good cohesion.
That teamwork's on point.
Yeah, good cohesion, good team. I don't like to use the new words like vibes, all that little weird stuff. I like to say good cohesion. You got a good. I'm
gonna say it's definitely. She gives. I gotta give her credit. Like as much as crap as I probably give her on a daily basis, I gotta give her credit to keeping like me on the same train tracks. Because it's at a lot of times, like when looking for homes, I'm looking at $500,000-$600,000 homes, and she's like, "Hey, honey, we're trying to build to our dream home. We have to kind of, think about." Getting to that level, but we want to at least versify everything before we get there. So just bringing me back down the scales, and hey, we're gonna get there. Let's just keep going, keep driving. I gotta give her credit. I do.
That's a testament to both of you, because when you're with someone in a marriage, you're gonna have strength, pluses and minuses on both sides, and definitely. To be able to recognize when your spouse has a plus where you may not necessarily have a plus, or maybe they got two pluses, you got one plus, or maybe they got a plus, you got a minus, and being able to recognize that and then to lean into it and then to show appreciation for it, it says a lot about one's character. So definitely hold on to that, because number one, I do mortgages for a living. Couples is my passion. I don't get paid for it, but we got this little YouTube thing, Couples and Cash. Couples is my passion. Why? Because I came from a family of all halves, and my sister and I were the first two to start families that were whole out of everything. And we're not that old. We were the first to graduate high school. So I know the impact of marriage, and it's my passion. I love how you guys bounce off of each other and you work together. Hold on to that. And it's like my grandmother always said, there's nothing that two people can't do when they set their minds to it. And they're on the right, and they're focused together. There's not a problem you guys can't fix. So we have to be a part of it. You do have a couple more steps. One is we got to balance, and then you got to sign, and then we got to fund. So balancing is when to send